Hey, little gay boys and girls and fag hags and straight boys who sneak and watch my videos and love me too. Yes. Today, I have a special guest on the show, and you know I talk about a lot of different topics. So today I wanted to talk about the topic of family. And so you might see my little boy side come up because I'm sitting here with my mama. Hi, mama.
Hi, baby.
And today I wanted to talk about the importance of family. The importance of family accepting, especially black mothers and fathers, accepting their gay children. And that's what we wanted to talk about today. So this is my mama, and her face is together. Isn't she lovely?
Thank you.
So, of course. So today, I guess, I don't know where to start at because we can go on and on and on and on and on. But I guess, how does it feel to be a black mother of a gay child?
It feels absolutely amazing.
Like we really come from a long way because, of course, like at first I had to sit down and come out to her. At first I got outed by this girl, and that was painful. We had to go through this little process, and it was painful. How was it when I came out to you? Like, did you know I was gay when I was little?
I knew there was something different about you.
And because, like, the little stuff that I would do, like, I did boy things, but I like to do little stuff. Like, I played with dolls.
Yes, you did.
I wanted an easy bake oven. But, of course, if you have a child who does that, that does not mean that they're gay. But I think that it definitely fits them in a mold that's outside of the gender norms for a little boy. If you have a little girl who likes to play with trucks, that does not mean that she's gay, but that's just outside of a gender norm. So you can't judge them based upon that. But a lot of times, as we develop, like we know things that when we're young, and then as we develop and get older, we kind of develop that sense of what we are and our authenticity when it comes to our sexual orientation. So sitting down with my mother, you remember that night that I came out to you?
Yes.
And what was that like?
It was something that I was totally shocked that I learned so soon.
Because I know she got a call. There was this little girl who liked me, and the girl called, and my mother called me one day when I was at the mall with my best friend, and she was like, "Get home now," and I just knew I was going to get killed when I got home. But you had cooked some food. She cooked like all my favorites. She made like fried chicken and baked chicken and black-eyed peas, string beans, collard greens, sweet potatoes. Oh my God. And everything, and it was just was it hard? Like what was it like? Like what were your initial responses like in knowing that you had a gay child?
Well, first of all, I was trying to pity the girl that told me because she was actually in love with you.
Yeah.
So
I didn't want none of that.
Yes, and I knew that. So I was really dealing with her and letting her know it was okay and she was going to be able to find somebody else.
But I was the victim because she tried to put some of that on me.
Yeah.
And of course, we're family that I was raised in the church. So how was it challenging your traditional religious beliefs and having a gay child?
Well, I was thinking about this when you asked me this question. I guess it's just like a parent, if they have triplets or quadruplets and they're not prepared for that many kids, but they deal with it and they're happy that they're there. That's the way I felt about it. I was except for what God allowed in my life, that's the only thing can happen. So that He has a plan for everything that happened in my life, and I can accept and deal with it.
And so now we're to a point where my mom went with me one night to a club. She had seen some drag queens up close for the first time, and she was like, "Oh my God, are you serious?" So I guess it's just how did that challenge you as a parent to be able to understand me on a different level?
Well, I knew that I love you no matter what, and I knew that I had to just really show you that I really, really do love you. And that I want
to.
Yes, and I want to tell you that every day, in person or a text message.
You. And I don't know, because they had been talking to our family that I was gay, right?
Yes.
And like, of course, like you want your child to grow up and you want, whether you have a little boy or a little girl, you want them to grow up and you want them to be the very best. And of course, in the black community, sexuality is a very taboo topic, especially when you're gay or you're bisexual, or even if you're transgender, that's something that's kind of frowned upon in some families, and some families are not able to openly embrace that, especially black religious families from the South like we are. So how were you able to deal with that, like with the family, like asking little questions and that type of thing, and how would you deal with that now?
Well, I had knew about like one of my nieces that had actually came out, you know, the closet.
And I thought I was the only one. As
Yes.
far as I know, there are no other openly gay men in my family. I'm the only queen in this family. Thank you. And I will retain my throne. Thank you.
So after my niece came out of the closet and told her mom, you know, I was like, okay, there may be some more people that, you know, they're still in the closet and they kind of ashamed to come out. So that let me know that it is in the family somewhere.
And like, what were some of your fears? Because I know a lot of parents are afraid for their children, you know, especially with a lot of the stigmas attached to being gay, such as HIV, and, you know, they say we have a lot of sex and party a lot. What else are some of the things that you were worried about as far as me, as far as my well-being?
I know that you're a smart young man, and I know that you're going to protect yourself in all situations. So that was my least worry.
Thank God. And now I am able to sit down with my mama, and if I have man problems or if a little boy, me and them have a problem, or if I meet the right guy one day, hopefully I can bring him home, and my mama will be like, I don't like him, break up with him.
Yeah.
Or I like him, stay with him, and she actually has a favorite. And so hopefully I'll be able to bring one home. How do you deal with that? Like, could you see me being married to a guy one day?
Well, that one is kind of hard to answer.
Why?
I don't know. It's just hard.
But the relationship is okay, but marriage is a different thing.
Whatever makes you float your boat. whatever makes you happy. You have to thine own self be true, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you got to be true to yourself.
Any advice for black mothers with gay children?
I would just say pray for your children, love your children unconditionally, and just love them, because love cures all things.
Yes, and nothing like a gay child with a beautiful gay mother. Thank you for coming on my show, Mama. I hope y'all learned something, and I'm glad y'all got to meet my mama. Keep watching. Please subscribe, tell your friends, and I love you all.
And I love you too. Mwah.
Y'all got to have some of her sweet potatoes. Bye, babies.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.